So effective objectives, again, remember this is the mission. This is the statement of go take on this challenge. So they describe what you want to achieve, not what you want to do. So it's very common when you're setting objectives to say, let's ship feature X. But then that begs the question, what is feature X going to do for you? What is the outcome of shipping feature X? It's like, oh, well, shipping feature X should allow us to get 30% more retention through the initial sign-up process. Awesome. That's your mission. Not shipping this thing, not getting it done, but shipping it. A good objective, an effective objective, is specific enough to create focus and ambiguous enough to enable autonomy. So this is a check on command and control types of leadership, which if the commander is the smartest human being in the office is an effective way to run a company. What I've seen is typically that's not the case. You're hiring smart people, you should get their wisdom into the mix. So creating focus, you could have an objective which is go make magic with the marketing campaign. That's not specific enough to create focus. And you also don't want to say, run these 2 campaigns exactly this way, because that's too specific to create autonomy. So you may want to say, we want to, thinking about, again, the outcome that we're trying to generate, what is this marketing campaign doing for us? We want to try to enable more improved signups through channel testing of marketing campaigns. So that's specific enough, I know what the mission is, but it's ambiguous enough that I can see myself and I can bring my magic into that work. You may not have a known solution when you set the objective. Especially in early days of a company, this is more likely to be the case than not. Set an objective which is, let's dramatically improve our signups through this specific web channel. You may have no idea how you're going to do that, but that's a very effective mission. So be comfortable with that when you're setting it. A lot of plan-driven, if you've come from plan-driven environments, the only valid plan is a plan that has a known solution at the end of it. Well, in startup land, that's almost never the case. So you want plans that accommodate the fact that you don't know everything you need to know when you start the work. If your objective is a to-do, ask yourself, so that what? This will get at the heart of why are you doing it? What is the outcome you're trying to drive to? Often in engineering teams, I can set an objective which is, complete the sprint. Well, that's kind of a to-do. That you could state that as a to-do item. So the underlying question there is, complete the sprint so that what? What's the advantage? What's the benefit? Anybody that's used to Agile, in a user story, there's that so that what at the end, which is the value description. So when you ask yourself the so that what, get at the value piece of it. The trick early on is most of what you're doing, you'll have no idea if it's valuable or not. So a big piece of potentially your mission is figure out if this works, figure out if this is valuable. And the so that what, you may have to ask yourself a couple of times, so that what? And when you get to the point where you're like, so that what, blank, so that what, that's why we're doing this, then that's an effective objective statement. You want it to be a mission, not a to-do list. So very often you can see these objectives where literally it's almost like a backlog statement. It's just the to-do list. We're very used to working in to-do list environments. This requires you to go one level up and ask yourself, what are these to-dos all lining up to accomplish for our company or for us or for a particular piece of it? So anytime you feel like, oh, this is just a to-do item, if I would write this on my to-do list, I encourage you to go one level up into why you're doing that.